Hi art friends, my name is Soren and I've created this piece of artwork in Procreate and I call it the pizza heist. I always start out creating a sketch just using the HB pencil, which is a standard pencil in Procreate. I place the sketch layer on top and I set the blend mode to multiply. In this way you can draw beneath the sketch layer and you'll still be able to see the sketch layer. I start out creating the different clouds using the outline brush of Procreate. Each cloud is drawn on a separate layer. In this way I can control the position of the clouds. I might move them a bit around later on in the process, and also you get the benefit that if you'd like to add textures, it's much more easy when you have the clouds on separate layers. And also in terms of like you see here, it's I have one cloud that covers the other, and later on I'll add some effects to it, so I need to have them on separate layers. Up next is creating the bushes. Again, I use the quick lines. I don't follow the sketch completely. And I close the shape and I fill in the color, the solid color. When you're using quick lines, you get the option of adjusting the line if you don't deselect the line just after you have drawn it. So I'll just show you here in a second. I need to adjust the line so it touches the other one. Otherwise, if this shape is not closed, if the lines doesn't meet, then I cannot fill in the color. I continue drawing the different bushes, and I have 3 different colors. And the bushes in the back, I keep them slightly lighter than the ones in the foreground. And I don't worry too much about how the bushes end, or how they. You can see the bottom of them is not that nice. I'm not drawing that very precisely, and it doesn't matter because I'm gonna mask it later on, so it won't be visible. And now I've started drawing the pizza, and I tend to jump from one item to another during my drawing of the artwork. I don't go from A to Z by ABC. I jump forth and back, and I have some details for the bushes, and I'll return to that. Now I'm adding details to the pizza, highlights and shadows. It's a pepperoni pizza because I love pepperoni pizza. That's my favorite. Here I'm adding small dots to get a kind of feeling of the bread, and I add some different color shades to the tomato sauce, and here's some highlights on the pepperoni. One last thing to the pizza is that I've grouped all the layers regarding the pizza into one group, and on top in the group I place a copy of the main shape of the pizza, and I add a green blended layer on top. It makes sense later on. And here I'm returning to the bushes and add some more details. Here I'm masking out the bushes. I like to use masks because it's a non-destructive way of working. And here I'm adding some textures to the bushes. And if you don't, if you're not familiar with masks, you should try it out. You just click on the layer and select mask, and then you paint with black. And when painting with black, you make the graphics disappear. And the advantage of this method is that if you want to bring back some of the graphics, you can paint with white, and then you bring back the graphics. Also, it's very handy also if you're not quite sure what kind of expression you're looking for. Here I'm adding some dots to the clouds. Okay, up next, this is my favorite part of the illustration. This is the spaceship, or the UFO. I start by creating an ellipse and fill it with color. And I duplicate the main shape, and I distort it a bit, and I change the hue, so I have a top part of the spaceship and a bottom part. And here I'm adding the small classic lights. First I create the solid shapes, and here I've duplicated the circle, and this will be the hole in the bottom of the spaceship. And this part here is the cockpit. And again, to get as smooth shapes as possible, I use quick shape, and I've enabled snapping. In this way I can make sure that the shape is completely centered. Fill it with solid color. Here I'm using drawing assist with symmetry, so I can illustrate on one side and it copies or reflects the drawing on the other side. I turned it off here when I'm doing the reflection in the eyes, because they need to be on the same side. And I'm adding some eyebrows, thick eyebrows, and this is the mouth with two small teeth. I don't know, I have a thing about dots, so this alien fellow here is spotted, and I add some shade to create some kind of volume to the character. And this green light on the character here is reflected light from the dashboard. Here I'm working on the lid of the cockpit, and now I'm adding some glow to the lights. I'm adjusting the Gaussian blur. And I choose another blend mode to make the glow stand out. And here I'm adjusting the hue of the glow. I wanted the lights to stand out more. And I return to the laser beam. Again, I use the hue. And I create those small glowing dots by using the light pen. And here I'm adding small stars in the background. Just some small white dots. Here I'm adding a lighter surface to the UFO so it stands out more from the background color. I just need a couple more details on the cockpit, and I change the hue slightly on the laser beam, and then this piece is done. It was so much fun to create this UFO. I really like creating cute and cartoony stuff like this. If you're into cartoony stuff like me, you could draw this in your own style. I'll be happy to see your works, and of course, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to help. So, thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.